So behind me sits the 2UZ 1997 Toyota Supra. It has been having some leaning out issues, which we're gonna try to address in this video. My cousin helped me quite a bit actually changing out the O-rings on the fuel injectors. We've been chasing fuel injector leaks forever. This thing's had, you can see on this side we got the covers put on. We got to do them on the other side still, the injector covers, because we had a vapor locking issue. This isn't really set in stone. This is just some heat tape that we threw on, and it doesn't seem to be working that great. Anyways, we cleaned all the fuel injectors. We obviously chased all the fuel leaks out and fixed that, and now I think I've sourced the leaning issue to be the fuel filter that sits, I don't know if we can't even see it, but it's gonna be kind of down from what I've done some research to try to figure out, as it sits up under here somewhere under this passenger side. It's kind of a pain in my butt, but we're hoping to get this car running and see how she sounds. Looks of the motor, I guess. Twin precision turbos. Obviously, twin wastegates. I just put this radiator in because it was having overheating issues, so we had a Mishimoto one. That was about 2 years ago. Some older work-equipped wheels that are a little beat up. There's a huge history with this car, I guess, with the Supra forums and all, but anyway, we're gonna try to get it going, and then I'll do a whole walk around and talk about it and the whole list. I'll just probably print it off and then I can read it to you guys if anyone watches this stuff. It's the next day, still trying to fix the Supra. Believe that this is the issue. So in the video you'll see I cleaned those fuel filters that are in line. Well, it still didn't do anything. It's still sputtering and spitting, and it's still getting really lean conditions. So gonna take out these bolts, and we're gonna see if we can't take off this is the fuel pressure regulator. It's got ProUFI on the car too, but I don't think the sensor is faulty. I think that this could possibly potentially be dirty inside, because the fuel return line, that's the one that was super filthy. All right, lovely news. I think we're looking at potentially another clogged injector, because this is gunky as hell. But it all seems to be going right to that sensor. Until maybe it was throwing off the sensor, I don't know, but either way that's like really dirty and not good. So we're gonna clean that out and put this all back together, throw it back in the car, and then we'll see what we get. Okay, I think after further inspection of this regulator, I think we have our problem, potentially. I mean, obviously the dirt was not good, all that crud, but like I'm looking at this boot for this regulator and we got a little tear there, and we kind of like this. If you look at the overall thing, this corner is really bad and there's a tear there. Now, funny thing is, when I took this apart, one of the screws was loose, and I believe it happened to be the same corner as this, which would also explain why this is super full of just like fuel. So I'm gonna try and get either a rebuild kit for this. I don't even know what brand this is. I don't know if it's if ProUFI makes regulators. I'm gonna assume so. So we're gonna start there, and I'll probably resume this video after I have it. I'll probably resume this video when I get the parts that I need to put it all back together, and then we'll hopefully get this car running this year. All right, so we're about to see if this actually works or not. Listen. Don't hear any fuel leaks, that's good. We'll be able to watch here. Fuel rub. We can't get her to go. A couple days later, up here with the Supra, found the issue. So this is our fuel pump harness. Anyways, the relays, and I noticed that the center one was constantly getting warm. So what did I do? I took out the center one, plugged in these two, turned the key, no fuel pumps kicked on at all. I swapped the relays with these two working ones, same thing, which tells me that, so there's 3 fuel pumps wired in sync, so to speak. 2 of them are not working, and it's probably because at one point I ran this car out of gas, and then that was actually the last time I drove it without any issues. So therefore, I believe 2 of the Walbro 255 pumps are basically blown. So I'm going to pop off this, take off the fuel hat, take out the 2 fuel pumps, or probably all 3 because I won't be able to tell which one's what. Anyway. Alright, maybe I'm wrong, because that's jam-packed full of crud, but so is this. But we still need to take all this off, but obviously our problem might not even be the fuel pumps are bad. It might be that the sound that I'm hearing isn't so much the fuel pumps, because you can't really actually hear the pump. You can hear it pumping fuel through the line, and it can't pump shit if it's like that. So anyways, we'll still take off this whole hat and see what it gets us. So here's the fuel hanger out of the Supra. I've already gotten one pump taken off with the help of my dad. These clamps are such a pain to cut off, but anyway, I bought these same kind of style clamps. I think that they were just too big. I didn't get the right size, so I'm just gonna go with the hose clamps that comes with the Walbro kit. I think that we should be fine. I don't think it's gonna touch much of anything in here, so we'll be okay. Anyway, here's the new fuel pumps. I know that one of them currently works, and I believe it's this one, but I'll have to test it later. I just ordered 3 new ones, just we're gonna start over. And actually Walbro rebranded to like TI Automotive, so these are legit Walbro 255s though. Anyway, I'm gonna throw this together and get it in the car. So this is a couple months after the fact of me filming the video for the Supra, and I just wanted to put a closure basically on the video and say that the car still does not currently run correctly as it should. I reached out to Sound Performance, who did a bunch of work on the car originally, and they had suggested to maybe change the O2 sensors on it, which I'm going to do in time, but I haven't done it yet. Just because that car, it just is an ongoing process of something always being wrong, and it's very, very stressful. A lot of you might be like, oh, why didn't you just go to Sound Performance, take the car there and have them fix it and then make it run? Well, I just want to climb the mountain and actually see the overside, or the other side of the mountain, so to speak. I'm saying a lot of words here, but we're just gonna keep it rolling. Anyway, when I get time, probably here within a month or so, I'm going to pull the car back in, take the bumper off, jack it up, and then climb up under the front and pull the O2 sensors and then get new ones. I believe that they're Pro EFI O2 sensors, but I don't know enough about Pro EFI to know what they are. I'll know when I pull them, I'm sure. But anyways, until the next video, this is the closure of the Supra one, so you guys can see what this car is, and I need to do a whole story on it, explaining what's done to it, and then the whole history on it on the Supra forums. But until then, see ya. Just also wanted to add real quick that I had cleaned the injectors and all the fuel system, and I've actually, since I reinstalled the fuel pumps and the lines are all plugged, I've actually taken out the inline fuel filters once again, blew out the lines completely, and it still did nothing. So that's why we're believing that it has something to do with the O2 sensors. But that E85, if you let it sit, let me tell you what, that stuff is nasty. Anyway, that was just a side note I wanted to quickly add to the end of the video. Anyway, only way is up. Till next one.